poem I'm going to spit after my first one, it was Kareem who... Okay, I had exams, and during my exams I was really excited to start writing again afterwards. Like really, really excited. Then when I finished my exams, I went to my notebook, I started to write, and I had writer's block. And it was terrible. And I told Kareem, and he told me to do something. And I did it, and then I wrote the poem, and it's a poem I've been meaning to write for a while, but I've been putting it off for various reasons. So I've got Kareem to thank for that, and God obviously, but I'm going to go straight into my first poem. Us sisters need love too, but I'm not talking about what you may think I am. I'm not talking about the whole white woman stealing the black man to try and replicate the love that only a black woman apparently can. No. Right now I don't care for that. Nor am I talking about your relationship with your man and the problems that you have that you believe only love can cure. There is more to the love that we need. And since love is blind, no colour can be seen. So let me ask you from the very beginning to put a cap on how you react. If your mind instantly races back to race, that's a full start, so stop it in its tracks because it's deeper than that. I know it's deeper than a poem, and it's weaker to say than to show it. And it's easy to say and still do it. And I know numerous performers have gone through it, and I know this poem may not mean anything to you, but then neither did my years and tears of crying for my brother back. And crying when I needed you. But this is my only place to ventilate, but more than that, to plead with you, to demolish the creeds you've encrypted in the streets, to clash with the final titans, to finally put to sleep the titles, and to understand that the streets are cold. And as humans, we're warm-blooded, so you can't remain in the heat of the hood when the heart of the hood is already dead. Home is where the heart is, and we need you. This thug life won't ever love you like we do. Weed is what you do, but you fail to understand that only monk can internally feed you. The green has made you a slave and given you a false sense of brave. Very interesting that you only roll in packs, but when it hits you, you only want to be alone, because only when you're alone can it hit you, and when it hits you, you're on your own, because all the other shotters have shot home. Every man for himself, every man for himself. Come home, brother, because we need you. Weed does not feed what you need, and selfish as it is, we need your love back. 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 Bro, come in, I want to show you my prom dress. And then he came in with a big smile on his face and he said, you're definitely going to get best dressed. Back. Back. Sis, why are you crying? You know you can talk to me, right? And at that moment he rested my head on his shoulders and he told me that everything was going to be alright, and because he was my big brother, he was right back. Back. Back to the first spoken word I ever heard, when he came into my room and he spat me a verse and he sat me down and he said, Sophia, learn to manipulate words to express your emotion, because as a woman you hold power and your words are your potion. And then in a forward motion he handed me his laptop and Def Jam poetry was on the screen, and at that moment poetry became such a big part of me. And then back, I woke up and all of the above was just a dream, and none of the above actually happened to me. I learned to appreciate the beauty in poetry because that was the only thing that was close to me. It opened me whilst my brother remained closed to me. He chose to be close to me. See, my brother used to treat me like one of his man them, because he never learnt compassion on the street. If ever I was crying, he wouldn't try to comfort me. He would nudge me and say, man up, Soph. Being emotional doesn't get you anywhere. So I would find a spare tissue and let my tear roll down my face, sealing my lips on its way, to drain in between my pencil to write the words that my brother never got to hear me say. I just need your love, bro. Your seal of approval. Not that you disapprove of the youth that's going to take me to prom, and that if anywhere ever turns up at the door for me, it's going to be long for you, him and me. Now, I'm not asking you to accept anything I do. I'm simply asking you to be present for anything I do. And I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to think up excuses to excuse why you find home life so useless. Numerous times I've tried to cry on your pillow so the tears that tend to help me create these words can be heard by your ears as you sleep and maybe put to sleep your hood dreams. But as it seems, the seam of the same cloth that we came from is long gone. And it's not fun having to tightrope walk on spare threads every time I want to talk with you. But whether you choose to embrace or dismiss this, I just pray that Jesus walks with you. Because like the lyric says, only he can save us. So there's still hope. Even if you use this poem as roll-up paper. That's my first poem. Thanks.